This is IGN. Formula Fun. This is your IGN review of Formula Legends by Luke Riley. From the makers of Paw Patrol, Grand Prix, and Gigantosaurus Dino Kart comes Formula Legends, an off-brand Formula One-inspired arcade racer. Yes, it's certainly true that developer 3D Clouds' primary output appears to be racing games aimed at an extremely young audience, so on paper, Formula Legends might sound easy to cruise on past for those of you who are no longer eating spaghetti out of your hands. However, if you're a fan of the long and storied history of Formula One racing, as well as games like Art of Rally, Circuit Superstars, and Micro Machines, Formula Legends might prove to be a dark horse in the race. This colorful, toy-like arcade racer consistently impresses, thanks to its charming and evolving approach to showcasing the many eras it represents, although the fun is punctured somewhat by a slightly laggy handling model, some annoyingly uneven AI, and its lack of multiplayer. In case it's not obvious by its chunky car caricatures and cartoon-adjacent art style, Formula Legends is not here to compete against the likes of Codemasters' modern F1 series. Those games are mostly for hardcore fans who crave a realistic approach, but also tweakable enough to remain approachable for newcomers and younger players. Indeed, that's one of their real strengths. But where F1 2025 is seeking to be a credible simulation of a current elite sport, like its peers on the football pitch or basketball court, Formula Legends is still very serious about faithfully paying homage to the sport of F1 in a delightfully comprehensive way that older fans can appreciate. The cars look great, and I like how their squat frames and exaggerated features make them look like the sort of micro machines I would have climbed over every kid in my class for back in the late 80s. They sound great too, thanks to the fact that Formula Legends' engine sounds profoundly changed for each era. Well, they don't all sound great, because the real modern F1 is limp and wheezy compared to the primal screaming present in the age of V10s. But that's not 3D Clouds' fault. Actually, there's currently a sound bug that causes the engine noise for the modern cars to sometimes drop out for extended periods. It's a fault I'm sure 3D Clouds will seek to fix as soon as feasible, but it's probably an indictment on today's V6 turbo hybrids that I didn't really miss hearing them that much. It's quite annoying how impactful even minor contact with your AI opponents can be. Essentially, any scrape with a car on the outside of you during a corner will completely overrule your steering, causing you to understeer directly into a wall or off track. And even a light touch from behind will cause other cars to immediately slow down dramatically and trap you behind them. The inconsistent AI, which comes in just 3 settings, easy, normal, and hard, is a significant bugbear, especially since there's no multiplayer mode in which to race against friends. The main problem is how much their proficiency varies between circuits. On a lot of tracks, I found it entirely straightforward to keep the normal AI behind me throughout a race, sometimes pulling out to quite large leads. However, on some tracks, especially Formula Legends' version of Monaco, they're supernaturally quicker for no apparent reason. That should be no problem because you can just turn down the difficulty for those tracks, right? Unfortunately not. The difficulty level can't be adjusted between races during a championship. Once it's set for all subsequent races. Formula Legends would be much improved with an AI system we're able to adjust with a bit more granularity. Something like that could help keep the pack closer together, particularly since tire wear, dynamic weather, and pit stops are all factors in Formula Legends' racing. Having to think about your pit stop strategy throughout a race is a nice touch, but making those snap decisions to pit or stay out for one more lap would be a lot more tense if we could find a way to bring the racing closer on a more regular basis. Formula Legends is an earnest and consistently charming unlicensed homage to 7 decades of F1 racing. That's 1 part Art of Rally and 1 part Micro Machines. With tracks, engine notes, and even visual filters that evolved dramatically over the decades, Formula Legends has me thoroughly addicted to exploring and unlocking its many eras of racing, and I was willing to put up with its laggy handling and its frustratingly inconsistent AI racers in order to take it all in. Formula Legends IGN score? 7 out of 10. Thanks for listening to IGN. My name is Tony Jackson, and for the latest Formula Legends updates, visit us at IGN.com.
Spoken Layer.